What's going on, internet? What's going on, YouTube? Thank you very much for tuning in to another video. Another wrestling video. Only the third wrestling video ever on this channel. I'm still a virgin to the wrestling YouTube world. Yeah, cut that out. Today we're going to be going over Wrestle Kingdom 13. We're going to be going over the full card, predictions, and just what I think of the card. I think it's a tremendous card. Spoiler. If you don't think this isn't a great card, then you don't know wrestling, quite frankly. I'm looking forward to this. I don't even know. Maybe since like last year's Royal Rumble, I can't think of another show I've been more anticipated for than this Wrestle Kingdom 13 card. This is going to be insane. So without further ado, let's go over the full card right now. All right, so here we go. I'm on NewJapanWorld.com. Actually, no, New Japan World is like a separate website. That's for like the streaming service. This is just NJPW1972.com. Just looking at the full card here. Go over it. So it's the pre-show. So the pre-show starts at 2 a.m. Eastern time. I'm actually going to miss this match, I think, because I get off work at 2 a.m. So I'll be home around like 2:30. And then I should be able to, I'll be able to catch the rest of the card. No problem. That was never in doubt. It's going to be great. If they ask me to stay late, I'm going to be like, Wrestle Kingdom's on. See ya. So the first match, pre-show, it's a number one contender gauntlet match to determine the number one contenders for the Never Openweight Six-Man Champions. The Never Openweight Six-Weight Champions are, of course, the Gorillas of Destiny, along with Taiji Ishimori. The Gorillas of Destiny have their tag title match because they're also the heavyweight tag champs. Jeez, there's so many belts. I thought WWE had a lot of belts. No, they still have more than New Japan. But, of course, Taiji Ishimori is challenging for the junior heavyweight tag title against Kushida. So they are not able to defend the six-man belts. So therefore, they decided their way to decide to get everyone. They have this gauntlet match pretty much every year. I think like 4 years in a row they've had a gauntlet match, maybe more. So this is their way to like get people on the show. They're not having a rumble this year, it appears, unless they do like a surprise version. But these are a lot of people that would be in the rumble. Some of them. So if they did do a rumble, I don't know who would consist in it because it would just be a bunch of young boys, I guess. And Cheeseburger's always in that rumble. So yeah, this match, whoever wins this gauntlet match will take on the Gorillas of Destiny and Taiji Ishimori for those six-man belts the next night. So let's go through the teams. I don't know if this is like the order that they're coming in. It might be. I don't know if there's 5 teams of 3. So it's a gauntlet match. I enjoy gauntlet matches. I don't know about you. Ryusuke Taguchi, Toru Yano, and Togi Makabe. That consists of a team. That's kind of weird because you got one guy in Taguchi Japan and then some Chaos guys. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Going against David Finlay, Jeff Cobb, and Yuji Nagata. Moving on, Chucky T and Beretta, the best friends, pairing up with fellow Chaos stablemate Hiroki Goto. Against the Suzuki Gun team of Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, and Davey Boy Smith. It's a shame there didn't seem to be a spot for Suzuki on this card other than this. At least he's not in the Rumble. Let's just say that, because he's probably the most notable person in this entire card. That didn't get a big singles match last year. Of course, he had that hair versus title match with Hiroki Goto. So both of them that had a tremendous singles match last year, they're missing out on the card. And then the last team is the Bullet Club team, or the Elite team, I guess. I guess they're not in the Bullet Club anymore. Hangman Page, Yujiro, and Marty Scurll. My prediction for this match is it's a tough one. I mean, it depends if you think it's a 3-man team that's going to take the belts the next night, which I think that will happen. I think they will beat the Gorillas of Destiny and Taiji Ishimori either way. No matter who wins, I think those belts are changing hands the next night. I'm going to go with the Suzuki Gun team of Minoru Suzuki, Archer, and Dave Boy Smith Jr. Just to give them, I think they're the strongest team, the strongest 3. They're very well protected. Moving on. It says first match, so I'm assuming this is kicking off the show. I cannot wait for this match. This Kota Ibushi, Will Ospreay for the Never Openweight Championship. Ibushi, of course, just won the Never Openweight Championship from Hiroki Goto on the past pay-per-view. This is going to be insane. This could go 30 minutes. It could go 10 minutes. It could go 20 minutes. It doesn't matter. This is going to be insane. There's going to be some crazy aerial stunts, but there's also going to be a lot of grappling, submission, and just chain wrestling. This is going to be ridiculous. My prediction for this is that Kota Ibushi retains the Never Openweight Championship over Will Ospreay, but Will Ospreay puts in such a performance that it solidifies him in the heavyweight division. All right, moving on to the second match. I'm assuming this is all in order. I'm assuming because it says second match, third match, fourth match, etc. So I'm assuming this is all in order. This is 60-minute time limit. It will not go that long. Just a spoiler. IWGP Junior Tag Team Championship 3-way. Kanemaru and Desperado are the champions, defending against Sho and Yo, who won the Super Junior Tag League for the second year in a row. But for some reason, even though they won the Tag League and they get their title shot, Bushi and Shingo Takagi are just added to the match because why not? Because booking, lol. My prediction for this is Bushi and Shingo pick up the tag titles. So moving on to the third match for the British Heavyweight Championship, the Revolution Pro Championship. Tomohiro Ishii is the champion against Zack Sabre Jr. This match will be nuts. We've seen it before. Their G1 match was ridiculous. I mean, this is a tough one because I think they like Ishii as the champion over there, but Zack Sabre Jr. is a Brit, so just for that reason, I'll go with Zack Sabre Jr. wins the belt. The next match, it's another three-way for the other tag bouts. For the Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, Tangaloa and Tama Tonga, the Gorillas of Destiny, are the champions, defending against Sonata and Evil, who won the World Tag League this year. But once again, just like the junior belts, just because you win the Tag League doesn't mean you get a one-on-one title shot. No. Because Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks, who have just announced All Elite Wrestling today as of this recording, January 1st. It's another three-way for the belts. Obviously, Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson are not going to win. They are out. This is very likely their last New Japan match, possibly ever. You know what? I'm going with the retainal here. I'm going with a retain that the Young Bucks actually eat the pin from the Gorillas of Destiny. I think the Gorillas of Destiny will drop the six-man belts the next night, but I think they'll hold on to these titles. I think they want to keep the Bullet Club strong. That kind of goes in with my next with a prediction down the road with the Jay White match. I think they want to, get a Bullet Club win on this show. I say the Gorillas of Destiny retain the tag team titles. Match, another All Elite Wrestling implication match. Cody is the fourth ever United States Heavyweight Championship, still kind of a new belt, defending against Juice Robinson, who he beat for the title. Back on, I think what was that, the Long Beach show that he beat them on? No. That was when Juice won it, was the Long Beach show. Obviously, Cody's out. I mean, Cody's starting All Elite Wrestling with the Bucks. Juice Robinson's picking up the U.S. title here. This is an interesting one. If you had me predict the junior heavyweight title match this year, I would not have picked Kushida and Taiji Ishimori to have a singles match. I would have thought maybe a three-way with Marty Scurll in there. You could throw a lot. The junior heavyweight division is tremendous right now. A tough one, man. Ishimori and Kushida. I didn't really think about this before. I'm gonna go with Ishimori. I think Ishimori picks up the belt. Again, I think he drops the six-man titles the next night with the Gorillas of Destiny. So I think this is another Bullet Club win. Taiji Ishimori wins the junior heavyweight title for the first time. On to the next match. This is one of the most anticipated matches for some people. This is definitely the longest booked. This goes back very far to around Dominion when Gato turned on Okada. Gato aligned himself with Jay White, and then Jay White and Gato aligned themselves with Bullet Club. And Jay White is the new leader of Bullet Club. This is going to be nuts. The leader of Bullet Club versus the leader of Chaos. Okada versus Jay White. Jay White is getting a massive push. Okada had kind of a crappy second half of 2018. He went to that weird balloon phase. I don't know what was going on with that. He dyed his hair red. His wrestling changed a little bit too. Like he really wasn't really the Rainmaker anymore, you know? I think this is where the rebirth of that's what this whole story is. The rebirth of the Rainmaker. I think he beats Jay White here. That's why I picked Ishimori and God to win, just to get some Bullet Club wins on the card. I think Jay White takes this loss here. I don't think this feud will be over. I think they'll definitely touch on this in the future, whether it's perhaps in the G1 or maybe Dominion. They have another match like a no DQ or something like that. I think Okada picks up the win here in a classic. Moving on to the semi-main event, Tetsuya Naito is challenging Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship. Jericho, of course, beat Naito for that Intercontinental Championship back at Dominion last June. This will be great. I mean, their first match was great. I wouldn't say it wasn't as good as Jericho's match with Omega, of course, but it was better than the Evil match. This is going to be nuts. I think I'm kind of done with the Intercontinental Championship being like part-time now, though. Like it's like Jericho's like the Brock Lesnar of New Japan. I think Naito's getting his revenge here. He can't, he's not going to lose to Jericho 2 times. Naito picks up the IWGP Intercontinental Championship in a classic. Moving on to the main event, of course, another classic, because that's the theme of the show. It's full of classics. It's going to be so good. Such a good, I cannot wait. The G1 Climax winner, Hiroshi Tanahashi. He wants one more title reign, going for Kenny Omega. This one's tough, man, because you're not sure what Kenny Omega's role with All Elite Wrestling is. Of course, he'll be involved, of course, but is he going to be exclusively with All Elite Wrestling, or is he still going to work with New Japan on the side? And, I don't know what his contract is obviously running out. Man, I've this one's tough, man. This is you could flip a coin, honestly. It's got a 60-minute time limit. I think this is going to go about 45 minutes. This one's really going to test my endurance because, like I told you guys, I get off at 2 a.m. that day. I'm going to be, by the time this match comes on, this match will come on about 7 or 7:30. That's when the main event came on last year. Man, this one's tough. This one's tough. I'm going with Hiroshi Tanahashi to win the belt here. I don't think it means that Kenny Omega is necessarily out of New Japan, but I think it'll start raising a lot of questions. Do it. That's my predictions for Wrestle Kingdom 13. Let me know in the comments down below. What are your predictions for the show? I'm still fairly new to New Japan. My first show I ever watched in New Japan was last year. The Alpha versus Omega match got me in. I subscribed to New Japan World, and I've been a subscriber ever since, and I've been following the product. I watched my first G1 last year. I watched every single G1 show. Very exhausting. But I love this product. I think it's the most fulfilling product as a wrestling fan to watch right now. Everything makes sense. The matches are fantastic. That's what they focus on. And I can't wait. January 4th, every year. Great show. Do it, guys. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. As you can see right under my little webcam right here, I do stream on Twitch 6 days a week. I'll put that link in the description down below. If you don't follow me already, go ahead and follow me. If you need any recommendations for any videos you want me to make, whether it's wrestling or gaming, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you want me to stream any games live on Twitch, let me know. But that's going to do it. I'll see you in the next one.